This may look like an AR-15, but it's actually a 9mm.
Oh, that's amazing. Look at that fish.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Got an interesting video for you today. I finally got this AR9 set up, functioning. I took it to the guys at 75th Bunker. This one uses endo mags by Mean Arms, and it basically converts a standard AR-15 magazine to hold 9mm, so you can use a regular AR-15 lower. And I just like this profile a lot better than the stick mags, aside from my micro AR9 that I built, because that has the HK mag. But I digress. Anechoic Suppressor sent me a 35 can a number of months ago, and I've been trying to get this functioning up until this point. I took it to those guys and they kind of helped me figure out what was wrong with it. The JP Enterprises bolt and SCS that I had in here, the geometry on the lower part of the bolt is actually a little bit different than this Faxon one, and it was causing flat nose ammunition to go straight up and over the chamber. So I kind of redid it, and I'm not using those flat nose. I got to get some 147 grain MagTech, because those have that ball ammo profile. But we're going to be testing some Winchester silver tips in 147 grain, because again, it has that ball-like profile. So SUBSONIC 9mm, what's the point? You know, SUBSONIC is SUBSONIC. 22 LR all the way up to 8.6 Blackout, a 338 projectile. You know, it only goes 1050 feet per second. So what you need is a large projectile. And, you know, a 22 is 30 to 40 grains, and an 8.6 Blackout goes all the way up to 350 grains for SUBSONIC. And then there's everything in between. So 9mm is a 355 projectile, and it will not flower as much as the 8.6 Blackout, but this is a much more compact profile. It's a much more compact weapon that is easily put into a backpack or whatever it may be. So we're going to put 10 rounds in front of the chronograph, and then I've got the gel set up over here, I think, and we'll test this in the gel, see how it does. Is it a pistol or is it a rifle? We're going to go with rifle. All right, I got 10 rounds loaded up. I'm going to shoot at the target down there, and I've got some holes in the bottom left. I'm going to aim for second down, one in from the right down there, and we just have a red dot. Nothing fancy. We're going to see how fast or slow these are going. .10:05, 10:54, 10:35, 10:47, wow, those are ejecting really far. 10:08, they're ejecting all the way to the truck. 10:15, 'Trigger didn't reset. So the if you look at this, there's a round in there. I don't know if I can zoom in on that enough, but the ejection, it ejects from the magazine, so it will not eject unless you have the magazine in there. It's an interesting little feature. Oh, I think those are hitting low. 994. 930. 10:38. So big spread, but functioned pretty well. That was probably me. 10 shots, 930, was the low, 1054 was the high, 123.9, and a standard deviation of 33.6. That sucks. But I'm not really a fan of these Winchester silver tips, but I knew that they would cycle. So let's go check the accuracy. I think I did pretty good. Oh, and I got lockback. Nice. So just like with the other test I was doing, I was aiming here and the shots were going there. I was aiming here and the shots were going there. But you know what? With a red dot with a 9mm, that's not bad. I'll take it. So I think we're going to do a gel test now. We'll see how that goes. All right, that one skipped out the side. Let's try this one more time. All right, so sounded like a hit. All right, finally, we've got a projectile. We've got pretty good penetration too. It's all the way, gosh, about 15 inches. Probably gonna have to, oh, look at that. That's sharp. Hell yeah. Imagine if that shot you. Ugh, bleeding like a stuck pig. Terrible spot too. But that's what these things are designed to do. Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. Nobody. All right, well, that's what I get for losing my knife. Pretty good. Pretty good penetration. And it stayed relatively intact. All the petals flowered, folded back upon themselves. And yeah, let me clean up my bleeding. This is what it takes to make videos on YouTube: blood, sweat, and tears. So I'm gonna get cleaned up, and we'll take it back to the house and do a little recap. Back at the house, recap time. It's about a week later and my finger has finally healed up. And that's good because this is my trigger finger and I have a Patriot games this weekend. But this round, I kind of knocked the Winchester silver tip in the past. Now, they wouldn't make a product that's truly bad, but it definitely doesn't perform well as other manufacturers. It's definitely watered down. But this 147 grain is definitely subsonic. None of the 10 shots got over that sound barrier to hear that crack, the break of the sound barrier. So the performance is definitely mitigated some because it's not traveling fast. And we got good expansion. I mean, it definitely expanded. It definitely did what it needed to do. The petals all folded back upon themselves and it got a little bit of cavitation. Did it get as much as other rounds? No. But that weapon, you know, I'm starting to like suppressed supersonics and across multiple platforms. You know, 300 Blackout having a suppressed supersonic, the 308 having a suppressed supersonic, the 86 Blackout a suppressed supersonic. That is really a sweet spot, and it'd be interesting to see what some other projectiles, some other manufacturers do. You know, this was 147 grain. They make a 135 grain. Will that break the sound barrier? 124, 115, and then some of those real lightweights, you know, the solid core, the solid coppers. It'd be interesting to see what those would do out of that weapon. And I shot these just because I had them. I don't think that if I was to use that weapon for self-defense, I would not use a SUBSONIC round, or I wouldn't use the Winchester silver tip. How would another projectile work? Would it be the same? Might have to test it. And I was actually looking when I was organizing the videos on the computer. I really have only tested about 6 or 7 or 8 9mm overall, and that's kind of shocking because I have a ton of 9mm. So Winchester silver tips, 147 grain, traveling below the speed of sound. Will it do the job? Yes. How much clothing would it go through? I don't know. I might have to test it, but a viable option. It's definitely not bad. It's just that there are better choices. So that's going to do it for this one. Like and subscribe. Leave a comment in the comment section below. We'll see you in the next video.